The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Onion Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing? Wait, let me hear all over the place. How are y'all doing, friends? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so I think I want to, they gave us a little track so that we'll be able to look at two things this morning, right? I want to look back at something that Iman did last night, which was a great gesture in my view, but I want to hear from you, the ladies, and come. I want to hear from you, ladies, especially, you know what I mean? But let me just cover, I guess, what is here so far in front of us, which is this Lauren and Wayne thing. Let me jump into this.
I'm gonna let you drive the Rolls Royce.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I mean, this is like a really expensive car.
I know, but you need to go over there. You ain't got to lease your truck right now. Hey, drive the road expensive. It ain't worth more than you. It's just a vehicle, man. You feel comfortable driving?
I mean, yeah, I'm just surprised that you would even,
Why?
you
Yeah,
know,
look at you. Hell, man, hey, come on now. You think I'm finna put a truck over you?
All right, I don't know why this kind of starting to feel weird or something like that. So somebody says Danny's gonna catch her, basically pulling up in the Will done. So, Will done catch Lauren in this car. It feels to me like Dan going full up. You know what, that Willie? I can see it. I literally can see it. I can see Dan catching her in this car. I literally can see Dan catching her in this car. Wait, that is very interesting. Why I believe she was going to catch her? Why? Dan need to behave himself doing that. She already told Dan she don't want him. You know, Dan I don't know what it is about Dan right now that they need to work on. But she does need some karma though. I think y'all are saying she needs some karma, and I agree with y'all. Um, Will done. Let me see if we can put it in the chat. Will Isa. Come on, friends. Will done catcher. Oh boy. You don't think Dan going to catch her? Some people saying yes. I'm gonna say Dan is that man. I hope so. Someone else says, oh boy. Wayne ain't hit. Rinse and repeat. Different woman now. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that Wayne is doing again. Him trick them with the stuff them and then take it, you know?
Man, you need to know. You really need to know your worth for real. I know I be telling you fine and all that and how I feel when I'm with you and all that, but you got to believe that. Yeah. So you gonna drive the Rolls Royce today? That's what you can drive. You can bring it back later. I'll come get Tatum if you coming back. If you ain't, I got you.
okay, well, thank you.
Hey man, say nothing. Let me show you how it works.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now this is a car.
Oh yeah. This. Oh. Yeah. So it ain't no but a car. You mess the brake, you mess the start button, and
Okay.
you keep going.
Where is the start button? I've been in one before, but I've never driven one.
Right here.
Lie.
I feel like I need a driver for this.
Yeah. So.
Lie. I feel like she's driven one before. A good gust of wind could blow him away. It gotta be the money. Oh, good gosh, it's something else. I wonder if it gives her the condo next. Possibly. He might just say him of the condo for her next. I hope so, because she's sneaky. I really want her to be caught. I mean, Lauren needs that karma, but hey, let's see. I'll be surprised to see Wayne write the story of lying that way, unless he's going to be the hero and punk Dan. Unless you know what, Curtis, I think you're right. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. He generally doesn't write his stories like that.
Yeah.
That little whisper.
So just call me when you get on. You know I got you. Ain't no thing. But matter of fact, put your name in there, man. When you ride off, you get settled, put your name in there, so your name will be on there forever. You know. Nah, I ain't never let nobody drive this one.
This is so nice. Thank you for even trusting
What you done did to
with
me?
this. I'm just being me. That's all I have to say about that.
I'm not rich because of money. I'm rich. You part of the richest.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
can definitely get used to this.
So just hit me up. Do what you got to do. And I'll get it back later or you come back over here, however you want to do it.
I might come back.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to holler at your name, girl.
Thank you.
Nah, thank you. Mash the button right there, close the door.
You know what? We need to.
Mash it fast and close it slow.
You know what, ladies? I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. Wayne is too old now to keep pulling this trick. Lauren is a hot mess. Wayne is the biggest trick on the skits. That's what he is. It's a trick. But my question is, how do the women fall for it though? That's the question in the Monique. It's not the question that Wayne going tricking her, because men will always try and trick as much as them can trick. You know what I mean? But it's how do women fall for it? PR supposedly drove it. He lied. PR drove that car before she did. I didn't know that PR drive it. Interesting. I'm just waiting on Dan because he's entertaining me. He's going to come and be entertaining. He is going to be entertaining. We want Dan to pull up. This girl is so fake. She's extremely fake. Angela Paul, she's extremely fake. Extremely fake. Lies. Lauren is going to need a restraining order for both her and Wayne. Someone says Dan just might. They were probably on the same flight leaving Miami. Wayne is pulling the game again and Lauren is falling for it. And that's the thing. The thing is that he does pull these games. O'Neal, Lauren is over Dan. Like how Wayne is over Tamira and Dan catch. What is he going to do? Because she told him it's over. That's true. You know what? You know what, Stephanie? That is true. Stephanie, that's true. That's true, Stephanie. She did tell him it's over. But you just know said Dan a little bit pushy, but you know what? That's true. You're right, Stephanie. She did tell him that it's over, and I did see that scene. And I made sure I earmarked the scene of her telling him it's over. She did tell him it's over. Friends, it is true. What Stephanie is saying is true. PR drove the car. PR drive the car before? Okay, so that means PR drive the car. Lauren has driven it not driven, if not at all, but high-end luxury vehicles. She needs to stop. She's one of those girls that you're bringing them cars, and you know she always knows where the buttons are, and you're saying, "How do you know where all the buttons in all of these cars?" She's that type of girl. She'll know where all the buttons are, and you're like, "Wait, how you know about this car? Do you, like, and you don't have one?" Dan and Mr. Big's wife is coming for Lauren. Pierre drove that car, and she took Erica and Amber for a drive. Interesting. Dan is not thinking. Him and Lauren is over. That's true. I hear what y'all are saying. On the right, him and Lauren over, because he did say she did say it was over between both of them. She did say that. That's true.
Hold it. Hold it. There you go. Let me see you ride off in that thing. Let me see Lauren, my Lauren. Hey, that's you. That's the girl.
He's a trick. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think we can agree with that. Yes, Pierre drove the car and came by to Anthony. Will Iman put his foot down and tell Delicia and Lauren can't stay there? Hmm, interesting. I'm not certain, but I'm gonna bring that piece up. By the way, who is loading Wayne's karma? I don't think Wayne will ever get Donna. I think I agree with you and a couple of the other people that Wayne will never get any karma for some reason. Wayne don't write himself getting karma. Everybody else gets it, but he doesn't get it. It's one of the weird fallacies of it's one of the weirdest things you'll ever see. Lauren was his investment. Dan is giving up. something he may put her name in the apartment. He should. That Amber, okay, that he showed Amber. I see. Good morning, TTG mom. Good morning. I believe that Dan is going to find out that Lauren and Wayne are seeing each other. Possibly, possibly. Lauren really thinks she's special. She does. Dan can trip off on Lauren. She's playing a very dangerous game. Yeah, but you know what? You know what? If I will say this, let me be very fair. She has told Dan that she doesn't want him. If she is to call the police, she'll be right. Wanna know me? Me have to be clear and whatever it is. Me have to be to the point. Okay? If Lauren calls the police on Dan, she would be right to do so. Ladies, me not make it seem as though O'Neill is unfair in one setting I'm talking about Tamira, like Stephanie is saying, and in the next setting I'm not talking about Dan. So I'm gonna be very fair. If at this point, because she has actually told him, right? Then basically she can call the police. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. She can call the police. Dan and Shayla are just alike. He doesn't think it's over. By the time it's over, they may teach Wayne to stop leading with his money and cars. Maybe. No, I don't know. What I don't know is this. If Wayne did not get any karma after Anthony and Amber situation, it will never happen. That makes sense. Candy, that makes sense. My question though is this. Will Dan, this is a question, help Lauren to scam Wayne? That is something I would want to ask. Yes or no? Can you see that as a scenario, possible like scenario line? Can you see possibly like what's going on, Terrence? I'm doing good. Can you see that as a possible storyline where basically Dan basically she feels sorry for Dan and Dan help her to scam Wayne? Can you see that as a possible scenario as to how them show it? Could you see that? Can you see that? Give me one moment, friends. That's a possible thing I can see because I hear what y'all are saying with a lot of what you're saying. I can see that though. Can you do me a favor? And tell the honeypot girl it's over too. Please stop popping up at Wayne's house. That's also something else. That is something else as well. I don't know why the honeypot girl has infused herself, but when I talk about it, Green Walmart, the people them say O'Neill is being mean. You understand? Cause she need to stop popping up for real. Especially if Dan does something to the Rolls Royce. That's what I'm saying. Meaning, like, let's say him, I don't know, he does something. I don't know. Because she's driving a car upon on the place. Who to tell what Dan could or couldn't do? That's all I'm saying. I was expecting to see more Shayla crash out. I'm guessing this is slow burn. I think it's slow burn. Because I see some scenes with Mr. Biggs and all them kind of things. And Miss what you're saying, O'Neill, Mr. Biggs told Dan where Lauren is. And her police report is good. Her police report is good. Okay. And tell her that's what he said. Her police report is good. Is good or is it no good? Okay. I think Lauren is being written for a fall and then get dumped like every other woman. Well, you know that's gonna happen for sure. For sure, Candy. I can see that for sure. Lauren is greedy. She can share money with Dan. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yes, and she's using the children to pop up by Wayne. She needs to stop popping up. That's true. Tamira needs to stop coming by. I think that Tamira needs to know now that it's over. But I don't know. Hey, who knows? Lauren don't need any help. Lauren got it. What she got? That's what Dan and Lauren does. Scam Dan. Scam. Dan will help her. That's why I'm wondering, could you see a scenario where basically, she start using Dan's services? Wayne will do little small skits where he would allow Anthony to chase him or let Mike get mad with him. But otherwise he's always a tough guy. That's true. Them always make him seem like him the invincible dude where you know what I mean, like cannot be anything can happen to. I was expecting something special on a Sunday morning, not these two. Neither was I, but hey, them bring them up, I guess. Wayne got to pay Dan back in $40,000. It's interesting. You know what? I like this, Billy. Billy, me like this. Can you see? Hold on. Can you see when paying Dan back is $40,000? I don't know if I can see it is a stretch, but hey, it's worth asking. Can you see Wayne paying Dan back in? I don't know how, but some way somehow. Can you see that, friends? Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but tell me what you think. Only if Lauren act like she's scared. That's what I'm wondering. In other words, is there a way that them can write it where them can say, well, um, she can say she's scared. I like where you put it, Candy. She can say she's scared, you know what I mean, and she owe this guy 40 grand and she want to give it back to him. Can you see that happening? Red flag, Stephanie. Yes. It's a good morning. Yes, if Lauren's life is in danger, Dan doesn't want the money. Dan wants Lauren. That makes sense. What will Wayne do if Lauren fights Tamira? Not sure. I'm not sure what he will do. I'm not sure what he will do. That makes sense. I think Dan is going to pop up and Iman is going to be there and Iman will let Wayne know. True. Only I think that when Wayne cut off Tamira, she will stop popping up. Maybe. Maybe. I hope this skit leads to Tamira seeing Lauren in Wayne's car. The question why Tamira is doing something, the whole purpose is for characters to interact with for content. True. Makes sense. Makes sense, I guess. But if you stop pop up though, it is what it is. I say if you stop pop up, no matter what if you stop pop up. Thank you for the uncle alert, the person that gave the uncle alert. Thank you very much for the uncle alert. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for the gift. Thank you for the unk alert. It's a unk alert. They might alert me as a unk alert. Janice, thank you for the unk alert. Unk alert. Dan is going to chase Wayne around the yard about Lauren. I sir. Well, possibly. Lauren don't look right with Wayne. You don't believe so? A scammer with a scammer. Like, can you ask for it's a match made in heaven, friends? At least they're not near any of the characters that you like. A scammer with a scammer. What else you want it to be? Yeah, man. Scammer with scammer, man. Dan wanted to repay Damon. Okay, interesting. All right, makes sense. Jarvis, especially because he want to pay Jarvis. Dan said him and Lauren are forever. They are not forever. Dan need to behave. Dan need to behave himself, man. Dan need to stop give issues and give trouble. I'm thinking Iman might phone Wayne and ask him why Lauren is driving his car, and I'm sure he will spill the tea on Lauren. Wayne has a small size, a small tank size tank top, and it's loose. Wayne skinny to blow out. Is Wayne getting too skinny? Is Wayne getting too skinny? Well, you know what, ladies, listen to me. What them say about skinny men is that them can go through the crevice on the corner. You understand? Money law say Wayne's tank top small right now. I must say, ladies, let me ask you because I don't know if y'all is Wayne getting too skinny? So, a real thing with Money law is talking the truth. Money law is talking the truth. This is a small tank top and it basically loose my Wayne right now. It's a small. It's a small tank top. Look on the tank top. Him have space in the tank. You're not supposed to have space in a small tank top. Look there. Right under the arms and all them thing. You can see space. Ear holes and all them thing. Me understand what money law say. I understand what money law is saying to be very fair. All right, friends. Let me jump on something. He needs some milk. Somebody, he needs some milk. All right, let me let's push off of this one. Let me give something some more airtime than this because we put that up because of it's today. But nonetheless, he needs some milk. He need a protein diet. Last night, Iman took the time and to speak to Shayla, and I don't think she listened. I don't believe she listened to anything Iman said, but he said it. For the people who always make it look as though Iman is not saying things to Shayla, he's saying it. Let's jump into this. Let's go.
Hello,
Iman, why did you hang up on my face?
Shayla. Sometimes you gotta put a period at the end of the sentence.
Just stop, Iman. Like, stop playing with me. Like, I keep telling you over it. Like, it's like you want to upset me. I'm here to talk to you about our love, Iman. That's it.
I understand that. And I'm telling you, I've told you to your face. You held me in the house. Told you on the phone you didn't take it well. I'm running out of options. I'm ready to go on vacation. Like at this point, it's too much.
He's ready to go on vacation. Listen to what Iman is saying right now. Listen to what Iman is saying. I want to hear y'all's comments now because a lot of people make it look like, Iman wasn't telling her the truth. When I make it look like say Iman was not telling her the truth. So the question, was Iman clear? Let me ask the ladies the question. Was Iman? Normally when I say my boy not clear, yes. Normally you would say Iman is not very clear. Was Iman clear? Was he crystal clear? Clear. In other words, you could hear clearly what Iman was saying. Him hung up in our face, right? You the ultimate cardinal rule. Him hung up in our big face, basically. Yeah, crystal clear. Listen to Iman in this scene because I couldn't do it last night because it was too late.
Iman, you are being so dramatic. Like, anytime that we have talks about splitting, we're just having talks. Like, what are you talking about? It's just a talk.
Shayla, no, that's the thing. You talking. And I need you to understand. You need to understand why it's done. The reason why it's done. You more worried about a man than you worried about your son.
What? What are you talking about, Iman? That's not.
I'm talking about the truth. You are more worried about what I got going on, what that man got going on. What's this? What's that? You need to be putting some of this energy into your son.
That's what it is. Is Iman on he is looking? Yeah. I was gonna do it and then I said no. You know what? I'll save it for tomorrow morning. So that's why I didn't do it that way. That's the only reason I didn't put it up last night because I was like, you know what? No, it's too tiring to put it to the algorithm. People wouldn't see it. He's telling her everything that is right, and it was clear him just doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want her to hear it. Even though Iman and Delicia are wrong, he was spot on in the scene, and that's the deal. Let's talk about it. Iman is spitting truth out to her. Delicia is a snake and a fraud. Definitely. I don't like Delicia because Delicia is very two faced. I've been saying that to people for a long time that Delicia is two faced. You know what I mean? She's hard to deal with. I think Iman and Delicia are wrong. He is okay, that's a different one. I think Shayla tried to unalive herself when she was younger. Maybe, but you can't fall for it. People do it all the time as a way of manipulating you to tell us them we harm themselves. I've had somebody try for that before, and I've said no, but you go back and you keep doing it, and until eventually you just have to stop one day. You got to stop feeding into it. If Iman wasn't clear before, he was clear last night. So for those who say Iman was not being clear, them can't say not clear this time. For someone who is not in a logical mind, like Shayla character, she cannot hear what Iman is saying. That does make sense in analyzing of the character. Shayla is not letting Iman go. You wouldn't go. Iman spoke to the truth to Shayla. She's just not listening. Her ears not work. Shayla's comprehension is off. They need to call her mom and have Shayla committed. She threatened to unalive herself, which is not good. Iman was right when he told her to put her son first. Well, but even if him call her mother doing a sharing reviews, see the mother, you might call the mother and the mother will try and gaslight you too. So I'm not sure how to go about it because you'll call the mother and then the mother will start making you now feel bad for whatever you're doing. So I don't know. Is hey, what can you do? I don't know what can you do. That's what I would say. What can you do? What exactly can you do? Congratulations, Delicia. She got a prize. Delicia doesn't want to be with him now. She's trashy. I've been asking you, the ladies, them this, and I've been asking you the question because y'all have been saying some things I want more know about it.
You have a son. I want a son. You need to put that energy into your kid.
Okay, and I'm going to give you a sign. Like, what are you talking about? I give
Again,
energy. What are you
Shayla,
talking about?
again. Right away, it become about a man. You already have a son. Before you could think about another son, put your all into that son. Because one day you got to think about it. That son going to grow up. You going to let a woman do this to your son when your son say he done? Let it sink in, Shayla.
Iman, I know you're just frustrated.
I'm not just frustrated. This ain't about me and you. Pour into your kid, man. The same way I pour into my kids. That way you know you're going to link up with something beautiful. That way you can meet at the pinnacle. But you never going to get there because you stuck at the bottom doing this. You already got a clear and direct answer. It's not going to happen. I'm not saying this nothing's good's going to happen for you. I'm just saying me and you is ran its course, and that's okay. I'm going to always be a friend to you, even if I can't be your lover. But the truth is better than anything because now you know where to spend your time. That's the most valuable thing for you, Shayla. Understand that. Tap into that. Be in love with that.
Yeah, you said this now, Iman, but we gonna see.
We gonna see.
Look at Delicia's face, friends. Me no know how. It's just, but listen to the things then that he said just now. Me so wanna say, the message the message he could have drove home was that I will not let you meet my kids or be a stepmom to them. That would have hit home. I don't even know if that would have still hit home. I don't know if that would have even hit home in a Watchman witness. I don't even know if that would hit home because I think Sheila just delusional. I think she just really and truly extremely delusional. You know what I mean? And she love hard. I can feel Iman's frustration. I hope he is dumb Delicia after everything is exposed. O'Neill, what do you think she meant when she says we're gonna see? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. What do you mean? What does Shayla mean by we going to see? So, ladies, come out of the woodwork. Come decode this message for us, ladies. Decode this message. What do you mean we're going to see? Was that a threat? Was it? We want to know if it was a threat, ladies. Come out of the woodwork, ladies. Come out of the ladies, them come out of the woodwork. Us men want to know. Me, Money Law, and the rest of men them night. Want to know. We want to know. She ain't done. She's about to turn up. She's going to turn up the crazy right now. Yes, she's going to turn up the crazy. The crazy going to turn up. She's about to stalk him. What else could it mean? I don't know. I'm just asking y'all. I want to think it mean. Shayla is up to no good. He's done activated stalk mode. And no, that is what Anthony wants to be in Shayla's prison. Good luck, Anthony. This is what I was saying when Anthony said yesterday that, him couldn't have, what he says, like, he would have, she was the best person for him to have a baby. I said, oh no, she's not. I don't know what you're talking about. But that's what happens when you overly simp, and that's what I said to that. That's my problem with Anthony for over simping. He over simps a little bit too much. Him over simp too much. It's too much simping. Good job, Iman. She did the same thing to Anthony, manipulating him, thinking that she's going to hurt herself by Arby after Arby found out about the baby. We have no sympathy for Shayla or Delisa. Thank you very much. Thank you for that, Laverne, because she's done it before. When it comes to Shayla, it can mean anything and everything. O'Neill, I don't have a clue. Can't figure out the crazy. Don't try. Don't try to. It is crazy. Iman is in heat. Be careful, Delisa. He's in heat. She left enough clues with the child because she knows she's not coming back right now. I don't think it's a threat. It's just Shayla and her determination not to let go. He's going to have to put a restraining order on her. I believe that. Anthony lies. He does. He tells yes, yes. Anthony don't want Shayla. Shayla will live in a fairy tale, like Wayne said. She does live in a fairy tale. Shayla is going to be in a hospital like Bethany. She probably need to. She need a crash out. Shayla thought Shayla might throw a firebomb at Iman's house. Might have a firebomb. He might have to lock her up, eh? Shayla's new name is Shayla Dan. Shayla Dan. New name. Oh boy, gosh. The sassy chump is has a way to get back and forth with Denisha and Shay Nasty. I hope it doesn't, I think okay, I did do some what you call it. I did do some commentary on that yesterday, and I think he's doing what he always does, which is trying to soothe her, but I didn't like the way how he was trying to soothe her, right? Meaning, just don't lie to people when you're soothing them, because when you do that, they're in a very vulnerable state and they're taking everything that you say. So I never like that. I'll be very honest. I didn't like it at all. Anthony told Shayla that she's a great mom. Bro, she's not even coming to pick up that baby back anytime soon. But she's a great mom, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for Shayla. I don't either. Tina, by the way, I don't. So it is what it is. I have no sympathy for Shayla. And y'all know. She will call ESPN. Delisa is aware of Shayla's childhood history. Delisa needs to contact Angelina. Thank you. That's who needs to contact Angelina. Better safe than sorry. Thank you very much, Angela. That's who I think need for contact Angelina. I wouldn't do it. Shayla looked better without that red wig haired wig. Iman is playing with Delicia as well. He had a whole baby and he just took like it was nothing. Yeah, but isn't wasn't what you call it? Isn't Delicia playing with Iman though? Let's be very, very reasonable and let's be honest. Delicia plays a lot of games. Delicia was have a whole man on the side. She can't complain about anything. Delicia and Iman's relationship is one of those weird relationships where you can't really say anything about it because the both of them playing. And right now she acting like she don't want Iman. It don't make no sense. So now Iman have three kids basically. Iman is now getting up in numbers. Amber and Dave need a new house because soon Shayla is going to be showing up crashed. Possibly. Interesting. Interesting. Can you see Shayla popping up on Amber again? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. The both of them are playing games. I can't get into it. Both of y'all are playing games. You're right. The both of them are playing. Both of them are playing games. Let me ask y'all a question, y'all. Can you see Shayla popping up on Amber again? Now, let me say this, Amber fans. If Shayla pops up on Amber again, I want an immediate no. Me no want no consider it no. I want an immediate no. Me no want you consider it. I want an immediate no. If she pop up on Amber for try to stay there or do anything at all, I want an immediate no from Amber. I don't want the other like a stuff where y'all, yeah, but O'Neill, she's no. I want an immediate no. I can see it. Shayla has no boundaries. Yes. I'm just wondering if y'all can see it. What do y'all think about that? Delicia should realize that her time will soon become the same way. When Iman ended the same with Shayla, he'll do the same thing to her. Yeah, but the thing with it, Sharon reviews, is that Delicia have a lot of men as well. Delicia has men, and whether people admit it or not, she has a lot of men. So that's the thing with the Delicia character. Shayla don't give Anthony Stockholm syndrome. Nothing Anthony said to Shayla was rational. Nothing. Immediate no from thank you. And want an immediate no. Me telling her from now. If Shayla pops up with Amber on with her crazy, I'm telling you Amber fans right now, she will get flagged from me if she doesn't give an immediate no. I don't want no. Well, let me consider it, Shayla. Let me try to whatever it is and do this and do that. Then you say no. Me no want none of that. Want an immediate no. Just like I said with the Wayne thing, want an immediate no. I'm telling y'all from right now because I know how y'all work. When I tell me, oh well, O'Neal, you're not giving Amber any credit. No. J Dub, yes, ma'am, is tired. I know, ma'am, right now. Delicia has meant many men she have. What if a man? I can see her doing it. And either way, watch how both Amber and Dave react to her crash out state. That's what I'm saying. I can see it too, I can see it. I really and truly can see it. I know you're saying Candy, I can see it. I honestly can see Sheila popping up. I can see it. Tell me why you hate Shayla because Shayla. Okay, let me get you into my growth with the Shayla character, Sharon. Shayla has destroyed knowingly. Listen and listen well, Sharon. Shayla has knowingly destroyed Anthony's and Amber's relationship. Knowingly, knowingly, knowingly. You want me to name it? She made sure that the marriage was cooked. So she, in other words, this is her home girl. Regardless of what you want to think of your home girl, and she was slimy on the day of the wedding with Wayne. She decided her mind to get into the relationship. Don't like Wayne thing either because Wayne basically prey on the people in the relationship too. But nonetheless, let's say Amber get married and Amber, tried to change and do whatever it is. She went into the relationship, messed with the husband, blackmail the husband. When the husband tried to basically, what you call it now, get a child with the wife, when the wife wanted a child, in the same breath, she basically ensured that the wife lose the kid. The wife even go adopt a kid. She made sure the wife lose that kid as well. Knowingly. Knowingly. There were times that she basically played all the time them upon the entire family. No. Anton has a part to play for allowing this to happen, and Amber has a part to play for allowing this to happen as well. However, Shayla knowingly destroyed those people's relationship. That is exactly why you're not going to get any empathy from me with the Shayla character. Knowingly. Respond to that. Knowingly. Knowingly. That's the point. Shayla is a villain character. Thank you very much for that one journey. She will lose all. She needs to. We're going to witness the biggest crash out in crash out history. Delicia needs to prepare herself to throw hands. I don't think she can fathom how dangerous situation will get. That makes sense. She better can throw some hands. I heard she's a boxer. I still don't want her on the podcast, and I'll be ticked off as well, O'Neal. Thank you. See, Wiggins, I've said the same thing. I've said that if Amber is rehabilitating and is moving on, move on. You get another man and the man have some business. Get rid of these girls, but you know what I think. You know what I say already. And what we've all been saying, birds of a feather flock together. So if she's not moving on, then she's flocking together. Sheila destroys marriage because of she was envy and jealous. That's why. So Sharon, when you ask me over and over again, that is why. Shayla is a destroyer. The woman deliberately went in and destroyed the people in thing. What are we talking about? Plotted on it. Every day and every night. What do you mean? It wasn't even like it was a mistake. Plotted on the people day and night. I said it on one of the chat. Shayla will pop up to Amber and she has the weapon to ambush Amber. Amber has not at this point told Dave her love story with Wayne. No, she has not. I feel like Wayne could have still been with Tamira if she only cooked and accepted his ring. Possibly. Possibly. For Shayla to have karma, Amber does not need to be in. Thank you. Thank you. If Amber is involved in any of Shayla's karma, it's not real karma. It cannot be karma. I'm sorry to tell y'all, friends. Thank you very much, Iraq. Tell him again for me, please. Amber needs to slam the door and thank you. It must be an immediate no. The moment Amber basically tries to catch her from falling, no, no. I can see Shayla popping up on Amber and Dave's house, but I think Amber will cuddle exactly. And if Amber cuddles her, she's going to get blasted from me. She's going to get blasted because guess what? when you're going through those tough moments, you do not need to be caught. You and God need to work it out. Amber is not God. So she needs not to try to be God to do any cuddling. Make she and God work it out. That's the point. That is the point, friends. So knowingly, don't even bother with that. Anthony wants that yes ma'am from Shayla, and that he's going to get. I don't know if he want a yes ma'am from Shayla. I don't know if he. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I think Anthony's thing is mainly trying to see if he can keep his kid. In other words, he's trying to keep Shayla as sane as possible so that him don't have issues with the child. I think that's what it is. But I could be wrong. You know what, Deborah? I could be wrong, but I'm giving you what I think it is as of right now. No, I can't see Shayla popping up on Amber again because Shayla, in her mind, thinks Amber broke her and Anthony up. Amber heard her say it. O'Neill agreed. Amber needs to stay, just immediately say no. I can see her popping up there. I just don't know if she's going to help her. And that now is coming to it. Ah, boy. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling for tell the Amber fans them right now. If Amber helps Shayla during this crash out period, you will get from me. You will get it from me. You shall get it from me. I'm telling you right now. Just like the other day when Wayne offered the house and I wanted an immediate no. Me no want no considering it. Nothing. There's nothing to consider. You say you're still married to Anthony, which means you still have access to the accounts and to live, because you still are able to live a normal life. So you're lying. You see where I'm coming from? You can rent a house if you want to. Let's work this out. You can rent a house if you want to. I was told Amber have money, so there's no way she's not supposed to not have a place to stay. And you have Dave. Go lean pan Dave. You've been talking about Dave. Lean pan Dave. So there's no way that she should have even been considering a Wayne as was given. She should have told Wayne no from the onset. That's what I expect of the Amber character right now. Nothing else is going to satisfy me. It will satisfy Amber fans, but it won't satisfy me. I want immediate no's. When it comes to Shayla and Wayne, I want immediate no. Immediately is a no. Immediately. You're not supposed to even think about it. You're not even supposed to even think about it. Anthony will make a move now. Well, let's see. Yes, I am. If Amber assists Shayla during her period, she will get from all everything. Everything. I'm telling her right now. I'm telling her right now, straight. I'm not even kidding with nobody right now. Someone can look for me coming on, making pure nice on it. The list is as crooked as thank you as they come. Right now she thinks of a right now she's thinking of a story, right, to tell Shayla that if she gets caught. Basically that's what she's doing. I think Wayne was testing Amber when he clapped. Yeah, but him also was telling her to take it nonetheless. She need to be saying no, especially since Dave is a big dog, correct? You know, tell me say Dave a big dog, man. If Dave a big dog, wants the big dog business. If Dave is such a big dog, then show me that Dave is a big dog. Chihuahua Dave, man. Chihuahua, yeah. Yeah, if Dave a big dog, show me big dog motion. I'm coming with the new skit, Chris. I'm gonna put up a new skit. Totally agree. I'm telling on the right off of the cuff. Me know nobody feel like O'Neill is immediate no. Many if he be here in a minute, the two people that cause you so much issues are not supposed to be people that you're supposed to be saying, well, maybe I'm going to. You've seen enough. One can't tell me that is just, oh well, O'Neill, no, she was just no, friends, no, no. Hotel for Anthony is unbelievable. What will she do about the house? He's considering buying them together. I'm not sure. I'm working on a new skit, friends. I think Amber, well, she can. I mean, she can go live there. Okay, this is what I think she should do. If Amber is already saying that she's moving out, here's my logic. Amber is saying she's going to move out. Constance tell her don't move out, right? But she's thinking of moving her things out. I don't believe she should have moved out, but hey, I can't tell Amber what to do. She's our own big woman, right? The character is doing what the character is doing. If she thinks that she needs to move out, then might as well she go get a place and rent it for herself. That's what I think she should do. Bite the bullet and rent a place for herself. That's what I think Amber should do. At this point, if Amber, this is what I think, if Amber is going to move out, she should rent a place for herself. It's my belief. It's my belief. Tell me what you think about that. It's my belief. I'm coming up with the delicious skit. Give me one moment, friends. I'm working on the skit. She just purchased a car for $100,000 and didn't get a place for stay. Thank you very much. One journey. I'm glad you put that in a context for them so them hear it. You just buy a car for 100,000 and you live nowhere. Where you gonna live in the car? This is why people don't think first before them do foolishness. We don't need a new skit. You don't need that new skit. I said that to O'Neill. If you're gonna move out, you're already gonna move out. Might as well rent a place for yourself because you want to keep the power. You want to keep the power. You don't want nobody can tell you if you come out of them house again. You want to have your own house, especially because you and Dave not married, and you and Dave can't married right now, anyways. If Amber would let Shayla in Dave's house, she's stupid. Amber should ease away from Shayla. She should. Shayla does not expect no. Iman keeps running. Iman must keep running. Let me see what I think with this. You agree? It's true. True. That was on the question. O'Neill, do you think Michelle had a husband? You mean Ben's Michelle? I think so. Michelle crooked too. I've been watching the Ben scenes. Michelle is crooked. Michelle has been crooked. I've been telling you that. So Michelle crooked, Stephanie, I've been telling you that. Her and Ernestine were talking about that, and Ernestine told her to put it in her name. Yet again, it don't make sense. Look here. If you're going to move all of your things out, it's the same impact. That's why O'Neill says she basically should just rent the place. This is why I'm not agree with what she's saying with the Ernestine thing. Okay, the deal is what is the problem? O'Neill think from a logical space. What is the problem? The problem is if she move all her things them out, it look like she abandoned the home. If that's what you're doing and you're moving everything out of the place for somewhere to stay, go rent your own spot. Then it doesn't matter what you do after then. To me, it's like a waste of time. We're not really talking about anything. It don't make sense. But right, renting make more sense. Sure, she should rent a place. She shouldn't buy a place. She should rent a place. Yes, but what I was talking about was so that makes sense. Yes, she should rent a place and not buy a place. But what I was saying was, if you're going to move out of the house that you're in now, you don't need to go in someone else's house. That's the point I'm making. O'Neill Amber had not had to get the car. Remember? Melissa did put a chicken in a gas tank. That's what she should do. Ernestine is her best friend. It doesn't matter. Yes, no, maybe so. The point of the matter is this, Nancy B. the Scratcher. It doesn't matter. The effect would still be the same that she abandoned the house. Remember, the problem is don't abandon the house. So since as the problem is don't abandon the house and you have abandoned the house, then at that point in time, nothing matters. The only thing that would matter is buying a house, like someone said. That's all that would matter. If she left the home now, it would mean abandonment or that exactly. Exactly. And it not always mean, by the way, that what it is. Michelle still has a company laptop and she's gonna tell Daniel and Amber about the hidden money. Anthony and Ben. Anthony had Ben and Darren move. Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna do that because here's the deal now, Tanya. She is also in issues with Daniel because she wants her job back. So that's also a thing. These people hang out for 2 months and they're best friends. My best friends, for real, that's for real. They're my best friends. She can move out if she wants to. She can say he moved the family in and pushed her out because he took her things out the guest room. Um, Yes and no. Yes and no. Okay. Because he didn't throw them out, he may have moved them from one spot of the house to another spot of the house. They're still there. So she can't release it. So in other words, it can be argued, is what I'm saying. He could go argue that. Him can argue that point that you're making right now because she going to say, well, him going to say, well, really and truly, I mean, I didn't throw her things out. I just moved them to another room. Goddess London, to be honest with you, Amber is too old to be jumping from one man to another man. 44-year-old woman. It's God, from vine to vine. Y'all are something else, though. Not easy, you know what I mean? She pop from vine to vine. From vine to vine. Let me see where y'all going with. Wayne should give that house to Lauren and live in now because she doesn't have anywhere to live. Probably. And she can say that it caused her one bag of stress. Well, you can look here. You can say a lot of things in a court. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can say a lot of things in a court. Depends on how it holds up. Is Anthony house a 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom? Still a room for Kai. It's a big house. Amber's wigs are older than her. It's, God, Chris, you're not easy, Chris. You always a mash her up with the wigs. Tina, I've been saying that at least until the divorce is final. Listen to me. Best case, do not move your things out until the divorce is final. Best case. Because things can be argued. Now, could she make an argument? She could. But just know you're going to get a counter argument. And it is the strongest argument that's going to win. It need to be to that particular point. Thank you for the super chat, the person who gave the super chat. Lou, thank you for the super chat. I think his house is it may be a 4 or 5 bedroom house. I think so, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. It's a big house. Huge. O'Neill, don't think Dave will kick Amber out eventually. Yes, that's why I don't suggest that you go into these houses with Dave. Yes. Can you see? Do you think that Dave would kick Amber out his house? This is why O'Neill is saying, do not, do not, and I repeat, do not let your guard down with anything. That's what O'Neill believe. Yes, Chris. Dave is a player, and that's what it is right now. Yes, he might have some money, but me can see it. Amber fans may not see it because them live in a fairy tale land. But me I telling right now, listen to me, ladies. Best case scenario. Find a spot for yourself. Look here, man. Look here. Me know y'all are getting presumptuous with it. Listen to me, man. This is why O'Neill say, get your own things. Get your own things, and that's why I say, go rent your own little room with your thing them. So it's your name on it. Look, Amber can win, but she need to be patient. When she get impatient, she lose. Let me explain to you what's going on. When Amber gets impatient, she messes things up. But I'm just letting you know, never put it past somebody that them could kick you out of them house. That's all I'm saying. Yes, especially if you're not married. She married to Anthony, so she doesn't have to move anything anywhere, really. Sure, she come there and see him with the house, yes, but he married to her, and that is always the thing. It is what it is. He married to her. That is the truth. So she need to basically keep her things them at that house. But if she want to move them out, that's up to her. That's all I can say. Too many negative, obsessed Amber fans on this page. So they're here. It is what it is. People are going to love her. Always have your own. So that's what I would say. Since you men love to call men simps, Dave is the biggest simp. I've been saying that Dave is a simp. Stephanie, I've been saying Dave is a simp. You're not breaking the news, Stephanie. I've been telling Dave is simping. Dave, look here. Dave allowed Amber to take him off of his square for firing his assistant to him for 10 years. It was a waste of a fire. It meant nothing and it achieved nothing. It achieved nothing because all of the news that Melissa released ended up coming out in an even bigger way. That Melissa's news is minuscule to Amber and Dave being together at a party in front of Wayne and Anthony and everybody else. It's minuscule in comparison to that. So Melissa was fired for no reason. That's really what it is. So yes, I've been saying that. She should have listened to Dan's mother, Dave's mother. Get your own and rent right now and invest after the divorce. O'Neill, you've been saying that, and exactly, we've been saying that. Angela Paul, thank you very much. We've been saying that. Stephanie, you're not breaking the news to us. Come on now. Don't think that Dave is a simp. He is simping. I think his mother raised him well based upon her advice to Amber, very smart woman. Okay, why we say he's a simp is because Dave is doing things out of character for a woman, right? And he shouldn't be doing this. That's when you're called a simp. A simp is a person who does things out of character to please a woman. Firing Melissa I would never have done that. Would I put boundaries in it? Yes, I would. But I'm not firing Melissa because of something for whatever the deal is. If you want me to have Melissa have an office and I meet her there so that she's out of our business, that's perfectly fine. But I'm not firing my 10-year assistant because I want to make you feel good. That's a simp move. Don't bother with it. Do not do it. Dave is a simp. That's what it is. Dave is a simp. It's simple as that. Simple as that. I know your business has suffered. You must be mad, man. You must be mad. You must be mad. Dave is a simp. To know that Dave is a simp, look at what Amber is doing with Shayla. Shayla's done her all of these things and Shayla's still underneath her craw. Simp. Look here. Dave is doing something that Amber is not willing to do. That is the point. So no, he's a simp. He is a simp. He is a simp. But I'm gonna feed it out to the audience. I'll feed it out to you. He's a simp. No. But I know you're trying to get at Gina, but there ain't no way. His mother has taught him well, and he should not be simping for Amber like that. The move with Melissa is a simp move. Huge, highly simp, highly simp. But that's what I'm saying. Shayla is still around Amber. After all of that, Shayla is still around her. After all of that. And the funny thing is, Dave doesn't, you know what, Gina, I think what you're saying is Dave doesn't need to be a simp. And he doesn't need to be a simp. Him don't need to simp. That I believe, Gina. He doesn't need to be a simp. Him don't need to be a simp. Above all, why are you simping for an already? Exactly. She's married. She is married. Look here, help her, but don't overly simp with whatever it is. Come on now. Dave is using Amber's playbook to make her feel he is better than Anthony. That's what he's doing. Simping. High levels of simping. Lay off your husband. He's so good at the camera. Dave is a simp like most men in the skits. Now, if Dave gets an investment property, I'm not supposed to Amber moving in as long as they're not living together. You'll see. So when a man pleases a woman that makes him a simp, no. That's not what it is. You're not talking about pleasing a woman. You're talking about at the behest of you. Yes, you are a simp. Listen to me again. You are a simp if you do things that harm you to please someone. You are a simp. That's what it is. Dave has harmed his business user. Dave has basically, because of what has occurred, Dave has harmed his business in trying to please Amber. That is simping. That is a simp move. It's a simp move. What do you mean? What do you mean? It costs himself business with whatever it is, him late to the next business meeting. Things aren't together. That's simping. It's a simp. Of course, Anthony's a simp. We already know Anthony's a simp. Come on, no, don't make it look like we don't know it. You're not bringing the news to us, Nancy B. Scratcher. We know Anthony's a simp. But let me say, yes, Gina. But he acknowledged that it was a bad move on his end when he fired Melissa and he told her that he stood 10 toes with Amber about it afterwards. Yes, but he's also still basically. I get what you're saying, Gina. I know where you're going with it, that he's acknowledging, but acknowledging alone is not enough. You now need to basically correct the move. He needs to go hire Melissa back. Okay? He needs to go hire Melissa back. Amber needs to deal with the fact that he's going to have women in his life that he's already slept with, but he's not with them now. She needs to deal with that. Because here's the thing, Gina. Every woman right now that Amber is going to meet, Dave has slept with. Evelyn is going to do a business move with him. He's been with Evelyn. The realtor is going to help him to find a house. He's dealt with the realtor. So it's the same pattern. In other words, she needs to basically be able to, what you call it now, she needs to get to the place where she's comfortable knowing Dave has had these women before. We're not going to fire every single one of them. What is he going to do? Because that's what she's going to ask for. She's going to ask him to get rid of all of these women. Don't worry. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it. Dave needs to get Melissa back. Melissa knows the bones of his business. Okay, that woman has been there and she know the bones and business. Okay, so she tell about the story or whatever it is, which doesn't matter right now. Dave needs to hire Melissa back. Melissa was unjustly fired. She was fired out of ego and emotion. If he wants to show me that he's acknowledging it, he needs to hire Melissa back. Dave needs to hire Melissa back. He had no just reason as to why I'm firing Melissa. He had no just reason. The woman was doing business. She stopped caring about what Amber had going on and doing business. Melissa is not unstable. Why is Melissa unstable? What make her unstable? what made Melissa unstable? Why is Melissa unstable? Why is Melissa unstable? Explain that to me, Monique. What makes her unstable? What make Melissa unstable? Because woman have a vision board and she was making nice on the vision board. What did she do to make her unstable? Melissa kept doing business. Friends, me not gonna just bash the woman just like that. Dave is the one that was committed to what he's doing. Be real and reasonable. What makes Melissa unstable? When Dave moved Amber out and Melissa back in, so Dave is the old man with a system. Correct. Him have a system and he had Melissa running the system. Where I fired the woman for? because you know what? Anywho, Dave is a simple as tax. The reason that Melissa is unstable is because exactly that's it. Because Amber fans don't like her. Because them don't want her to be there and them think what it's nothing. It is not. Look here, I'm man enough to admit when a man need a woman, and Dave needs Melissa. Melissa was the backbone of what he was doing. To get a new assistant and train them to get back into your system is not easy. Simping, cause that overly simp. It doesn't matter. That not make her unstable. What make her unstable? I don't understand. Look here, I don't understand. Was Melissa acting unstable before Amber? That's your question. What we know about Dave is that Dave had a business going on before Amber. So how come now the woman unstable? Listen to me, man. No, listen to me. No friends. Only now go do it. Only reason why Melissa is unstable is because basically we don't like that Dave was sleeping with Melissa up to the point. He can get Amber. You feel it to Melissa unstable to those asking. I can't believe this. Y'all are really something else. I swear y'all are something else now. Really are something else. Look here. Let me be honest. Sometimes a man needs a woman. Not sometimes. Yeah, well, sometimes. Because you have a time when a man need a woman and a woman need a man. Okay? Vice versa. Both ways. Look here. Melissa was managing that man's business perfectly fine till Amber got there. She get Amber involved in the mix and everything changed in the dynamic. It wasn't because Melissa did anything at all. It wasn't because of any little piece. Dave brought her there to do. Melissa brought her there to do business. Don't forget, friends. Melissa is the one that brought Amber there. Only look like I don't forget them thing, and all of a sudden she unstable. We can't even know. O'Neal, O'Neal, stop. Melissa is unstable. Look at what she did do. Yeah, you know what? You know what? No, all right until Doctor see all yeah, man. No, look here. No, Dave needs Melissa. Sometimes you need to admit when you have a good worker. Melissa is a good worker, and she was assisting Dave to get him business onto track. That's what's important. In fact, Melissa was doing her thing, and she didn't care about Amber. Amber deliberately get the man fired. Okay, you know, let me answer the question: is Amber going to get every woman fired? Because it's coming, because if one thing say, if y'all think that Melissa is the only woman, wait till the next woman them come. So all of the other women them go nuts. Evelyn go nuts too, and the realtor go nuts. So, yeah, bother, yeah, baby, can't bother. Friends, let me call a spade for you. What needs to happen is that the Amber character needs to get confidence in herself to know that her man is not cheating with every woman that is in his life. That's what needs to get done. The onus is not actually on Dave. The onus is on Amber to have some confidence in knowing that when she get a man, the man is not automatically cheating. That is the issue. The issue is not the women them will exist around, because there are always going to be women in orbit. It is that Amber needs to stop being whatever it is. What is unstable is the insecurities that Amber has, basically, where she feel like every woman need to get fired because them possibly going to be sleeping with Dave, or the man that she's with. That is what is unstable. Come on now, friends. Amber is a jealous woman, and that's why she's asking Dave if he had Melissa in the bed. That's what she's asking, nonsensical questions. That's what needs to change. We know that Dave have a collection of women. Exactly. Exactly. So what gonna happen then? What gonna happen then? What you gonna do then? What you gonna do? You gonna fire every single one of them? but but that is not unstable. To be insecure that you're threatened by exactly. That's what is unstable. Being unstable. If you want to tell me, since I want to talk about unstable, Amber is unstable. This is what the truth is. This is what the truth is. Since you don't want to really get into it, what's going on is that Amber is unstable. Okay? Melissa was doing perfectly fine. Amber is unstable because she feel like somebody will cheat with her man every 2 seconds, and that is unstable. She need therapy. This is what's going on. You can't just get insecure every 2 seconds. You have to have trust and just know, say, just trust but verify. That's what you need to do. If Amber is so insecure, she should be alone until she's no longer insecure. Correct. Amber is a hypocrite. She will still have Wayne. Exactly. And she have Wayne in her life. Come on, man. O'Neal. Dave has deeped himself into all of these women around him. Exactly. All the women them are around Dave. Them dead. No. Amber is insecure and unaware. And that is unstable because they're insecure. You're not stable. You don't have stability in security. You're not secured. The word unstable, I think, is referencing, if we're using the context of the word unstable, we're saying you're not stable in some area of your life. Sammy can't bother. Amber did go through things, but she's not innocent in all of this. She's done the things that she's done. Either people love to gloss over that. That's just what the deal is, friends. Don't make it look like whatever. Amber would be uncomfortable around the other females. She will bring it to Dave's attention, but I don't think that they'll be fired. And that's what I mean. because now they've realized that basically him can't just be moving on a whim. But Gina, me agree what you're saying, Gina. Gina, I hear what you're saying, but him sim that move, and he know he simped on it. Now, if him don't get Melissa back, him still simping, because you need to accept when you need somebody. Accept it. Accept it. Accept when you're wrong and say, you know what, Melissa, you know what, I really and truly was wrong. I'm fire you out or whatever it is. And you know what, Melissa, you know, I bring you back and make you whatever it is, extension of a pay. Let me work this, let me work that, and that's about it. I know you love your job. This is what I've got going on right now. And you've been man enough when you talk about it. But you don't just fire no assistant because a woman say, oh, you need to fire your assistant because you think something going on. No. You don't do that for a married woman. For all, you know, Amber could go back to Anthony, and guess what? Dave's business is left on the rockers. You do know that, right? As much as we're talking about the divorce, they could get back together. Let's let them get back together. Let's say Amber and Anthony gets back together. Guess what happened to Dave? He's without an assistant. Sir. You know what? Let me rest it right here, because I don't want to start going down to the rabbit hole and make it seem like it's an anti-Amber. I'm just saying, when it came to Dave. Friends, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day. I'm probably traveling today, so I've got to do videos in and out. So I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day, friends. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.